Seatown. I'm Julie, and this is our family yoga flow. My husband Jason is with me tonight. So let's just get started. We'll start in child's pose. So coming to all fours, taking the big toes together, knees wide, and leave space for the belly. Relax the elbows, forehead comes to the mat. Take a couple cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose. Exhale, sighing it out. We'll set our intention for today's practice. And things have been pretty crazy. So let's just focus on being in the moment. So right now I'm practicing yoga. Breathing in, exhale, breathing out. Good, 2 more rounds of breath. Let's walk the hands to the top of the mat. Taking a lateral flexion, a side stretch, we walk the hands over to the right, left hand on top of the right, stretching through that left side body. Good, relax the head and the neck. Breathing here for 2. And then we'll walk the hands through the center, taking the left hand to the left, right hand on top. Stretching into that right side body. Breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. Making our way back to the center. Finding that box pose or tabletop. Got the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers wide. Middle finger pointing towards the top of the mat. So moving into cat-cow, we'll flex and extend the spine. On the inhale, the tailbone up, the chest is up, the gaze is up. Here's our back bend. This is our cow. As we exhale, we round the back. We're flexing the spine forward. We tuck the chin. Let the stress, the tension go. Maybe shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Good, and we're in the warm-up, so we got 1 movement, 1 breath. Inhale, the tailbone up, the chest is up, the gaze is up, heart up. Exhale, protecting the heart, we round the back, we tuck the chin, take that nice big cat. So about 2 more. Inhale, sends the heart up. Exhale, we round. Nice, now let's take a more active child's pose. We'll bring the knees together. We'll set the hips over the heels. Walk the fingertips nice and long. So we're going to put a little combination together. As we inhale, we come to table. Maybe walk the hands up. As we exhale, we lower the hips. Taking a little cobra. Shoulders back, chest is forward. And maybe looking up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we find our way into cat. Take the hands back underneath the shoulders, rounding the back, tucking the chin. Resting in child's pose. Maybe walk the fingertips back up, get a nice stretch in the shoulders. Breathing along the back side of the body. Take that combination one more time. We'll inhale up to table. We walk the hands up. As we exhale, we'll lower the hips. We'll lift the heart. Take that little cobra, the little back bend. Good. Exhale, rounding into our cat. Nice. Hip circles. So we'll take the hips to the right, big circles clockwise. As we are taking it from one side to the other, maybe bend the elbows, come up around the shoulders. Good. And then we'll go the opposite way, counterclockwise. And we'll get ready for the standing series. So we'll make our way to downward facing dog. Taking up a lot of space on the mat. Curl those toes under. Send those hips up to the sky. Okay, and then we walk out those dogs. Bending one knee and then the other. Nice. And we'll start the Ujjayi breath. So if you want to heat up your practice, you're breathing in and out through the nose, constricting the back of the throat, making that little Darth Vader breath. And then we look between the hands, we bend the knees, and we'll step up to the top of the mat. On the fold forward, go ahead and relax your wrists. Maybe a little wrist circles, shake out the fingers, and take an extra breath here in this forward fold. We bend the knees. We inhale, we rise. Top of the inhale, fingertips touch. Looking at those thumbs, maybe a little back bend here. As we exhale, forward fold, we hinge at the hips. Lead with the heart. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step back into that plank. And let's hold the plank nice and strong. Press the earth down and away with the hands. Good, think about the belly reaching up, the heels reaching up, the shoulders reaching up, nice and strong. Chaturanga as we lower. You can either stay with the knees up or drop the knees. We bend the elbows. And then inhale, take a back bend. Cobra or up dog. And we find our downward facing dog. Either press through that table or plank. Make your way into down dog. Nice, we'll start a warrior one sequence. Take that right knee into the chest. Flex that right foot. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, nice and tall. Bend that right knee. Fire hydrant. We straighten the right leg. Step the right foot through. Root that left leg, getting ready for warrior one. We root. Inhale, we rise. Arms up to you, yogis. We can bend the elbows. We can interlace the hands behind the back or take the hands to prayer. We've got 3 rounds of breath. Inhaling, taking that energy up. Exhale, rooting down. The circles. Taking big sweeping circles. As we inhale, sweep it down, up and around, opening through the heart, little back bend here. Beautiful, 2 more. Last one. And then we'll both interlace those fingers. Heart forward, shoulders back. Adjusting the drishti, looking up towards the sky. Proud warriors. My affirmation here, I am confident, I am strong. Good. And then humble warrior. Hips are going to move first, then the heart. Right shoulder by the inside of the right knee. Hands can be on the low back, or if it feels okay on the shoulders, lift the arms to the sky. Good, 1 more breath. Hands come to the low back. Hands come to the mat. Square it forward, lunge. Right foot back to meet the left. Good, we'll take a little vinyasa flow. We'll just shift to high plank. As we exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got 3 rounds of breath. We're resting here. So if this feels like rest, stay here. If you're new to yoga, maybe rest in table or child's pose. Also a good time to get a drink of water. 2 more rounds of breath. So getting ready to even out the sides. We've got the left side, warrior one. Let's first bring that left knee in. Flex the left foot. Round the back. Press the earth down and away. Look at a little power stance. And then reach that left leg to the sky. Bend that left knee. Heel towards the glute, knee towards the sky. Straighten that left leg. Stepping it through. Getting ready for warrior one. Resist the urge to pop up right away. We root, and then we rise. As we exhale, we settle into a bend. We bend the elbows, we bend that front knee, and we get a little bit of a back bend. We're going to add movement. Those big sweeping circles. Bring it down, up, and back. Good. Inhale. Exhale, opening through the shoulders, the chest. Good, 2 more. Last one. Proud warrior, interlace those fingers. As the shoulders roll back, the heart reaches forward, deeper bend in that front knee. Gaze up towards towards the sky, proud warrior. We're strong, we're confident, one more breath. As we hinge with the hips, take that humble warrior. We take a bow, left shoulder by the inside of that knee. Arms can come up or stay on the low back. We are balanced, we are strong. Breathing in, exhale, breathing out. Hands come to the low back, hands come to the mat. Square the shoulders and the hips forward. We pivot that back foot. We're in a lunge. Left foot comes back to meet the right. And we walk it out here. Nice. Ending in a nice strong plank. So we finished with the first working series. Nice stabilizing pose. If the plank doesn't feel good, we can stabilize the shoulders and the hips in a strong tabletop. This is also box pose. 2 more rounds of breath. And then we rest. Take a nice child's pose. Knees nice and wide. Leave space for the belly. Bend the elbows. Maybe a cleansing breath. Sighing it out. Getting ready, warrior 2 will be next. As we inhale, making our way back to table. Walking the hands up, curling those toes under. Send the hips up, downward facing dog. Walking it out here. Good, checking in with the shoulders. Shake your head no and yes. Bring the right knee in. Flex the right foot. Come up to the left tiptoes, round the back, press the earth down and away. Lift the right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, fan that hip open, fire hydrant. Straighten the right leg. Step the right foot through. So for warrior 2, again, we build from the bottom up. We've got the toes facing the back wall, bend into that right knee, opening up through the arms, looking over that right arm. Good. Just a quick adjustment. As you bend into the right knee, we're able to see the toe, the big toe. Good. The back foot, all 4 corners of that back foot rooted down. So breathing in, exhale, breathing out. 2 more breaths here. We'll open the eyes, we'll flip the palms. Inhale, bring the arms up, straighten that right leg. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. Last one, inhaling up. Exhale, warrior 2. Stay rooted with the legs, nice and connected. Upper body's light, reverse warrior. Take that right arm up. Left arm can be down the leg or behind the back. Maybe a mudra, wisdom seal here. Breathing in for 3. Side angle, taking that right forearm to the top of that right leg. Lift that left arm to the sky. If you want to extend your side angle, bring the fingertips toward the front. 2 more breaths. Staying nice and rooted with the feet. Float the upper body back up to warrior 2. Yay, we're going to cartwheel the arms. Pivoting everything, squaring it front. We're in a lunge. Right foot comes back to meet the left. We're taking a flow. We shift to high plank. Chaturanga as we lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. So we rest. We have 3 rounds of breath. Make them your own. You can rest in table, child's pose. Good time for a drink of water. Maybe a cleansing breath. Warrior 2 sequence, left side. Bring the left knee in. Flex the left foot. Round the back. Press the earth down and away. Lift the left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Bend that knee, fan the hip open. Fire hydrant. Straightening that leg, stepping it through. Building from the bottom up, we root. Pada Bandha, so we're rooted with the feet, and then we rise. Good, our dristi, our focal points over the fingertips. Good. We've got the knee tracking towards that pinky toe, so the big toe is visible. We're looking over the left hand. Adding movement, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, warrior two. One movement, one breath, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale, warrior two. Stay connected and firm in the warrior legs. Upper body's light, reverse warrior. We're stretching the front side of the body here now, counter pose. We stretch the back side of the body, side angle. Forearm on the legs, reach that right arm to the sky. Good, breathing in. You want to extend the side angle of the fingertips towards the front. Next inhale sends us both to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms, squaring everything up in the transition. It's our lunge. Left foot comes back. Good, and we end with a nice power sequence, a stabilizer. This can be your high plank. This can be your tabletop. Wherever you're at, breathe here for 3. Dropping it to the knees. Exhale, child's pose, big sigh. Maybe massage side to side, relaxing the muscles of the forehead. That third eye chakra, breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. Next is standing balance. Getting ready to work into our downward facing dog, ragdoll, chair, and then tree. Inhale when you're ready, coming to table. Toes curling under. Send the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. This time, keep your feet where they're at. Walk the hands back. So for ragdoll, we bend the knees, allow your stomach to touch the thighs, grab opposite elbow, and tuck the chin. So we're not really moving very much. We're just thinking of the energy in the breath. As you inhale, think about the tailbone lifting up. As you exhale, bring the elbows down towards the earth. Inhale, working the hip flexors, lengthening through the hamstrings. Exhale, the gravity helps bring those elbows down, creating space between each vertebrae. Nice long spine. One more breath. If you're feeling dizzy, you can bend your knees and rest your forearms on your legs. And then we're going to bring it up nice and slow. So we bend the knees, take the arms out wide, bring all that energy up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Nice. Getting ready for chair pose, or fierce pose. So the weight from the bottom is going to be over the heels. So as we take it down, we're able to see the knees. The weight's in the heels, so we're able to wiggle the toes, see the toes, and then we lift through the heart. If this feels all right, we lift through the arms. So we find the chair first in the hips, and then the shoulders, and then we reach the arms. Maybe take that chair back to that little kindergarten chair, take it lower. Okay, 2 more breaths. Hands come to the heart. Root down, inhale, rise. Take a little back bend. Exhale, hands come to the side. So finding Tadasana or tree pose, we'll go ahead and turn so we're facing this way. So in tree pose, we'll start mountain. Mountain pose, hip distance apart. It's about the size of 2 of our fists. Toes are facing forward, sides of the feet parallel with the sides of the mat. So we just take a little gentle bend in the knee. Shoulders back, heart forward, hands by the side. So we've got a neutral pelvis and a neutral face. So we're just looking straight ahead. So as we close down the eyes, just move the energy, move the breath. Inhale from the feet up to the sky. Exhale, rooting back down into the feet. One more, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Take it out and in. From the heart center, inhale, take the breath out wide. Exhale, bringing it back in. Inhaling, taking the energy out. Exhale, energy back in. Good, and then we'll open up the eyes. Okay, we'll find our tree pose, shifting the weight first to that left standing leg. Kickstand can be our entry. Hands can come into the center. So think about finding your balance in the inner core line. Everything coming together. Hands pressing together. Maybe you lift that right foot towards the calf. We want to stay away from the knee. For me to go above the knee, I have to hinge at the hips. Take that leg up a little higher. Thigh pressing into the foot, foot into the thigh, hands pressed together, lift through the crown of the head. If you want to grow those branches, bring the arms up and out. Breathing here for 2. If you want to create some movement, you can move those branches. 2 more breaths. And we'll take the hands through the center. Make our way back into that standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Check in with that standing foot. Maybe massage the arch of the foot, wiggle those toes. We'll find Tadasana, mountain pose. Close down the eyes. Just move the energy, move that breath. We'll open up the eyes, shifting the weight to the right. Kickstanding that leg to start. Everything comes to the center, the inner core line. That's where we find our balance. We press the hands together, press the right foot down, lift through the crown of the head. And stay here. We can lift the foot below the knee, or if you want to help, assist that foot up a little higher. Thigh into the foot, foot into the thigh, press and lift. You can play around with lifting those arms. Maybe this time, instead of movement, you can take the hands behind the back, shoulders back, heart forward. Good, 2 more. And then when you're ready, we're going to exhale, bring it back down. Good, and we'll make our way back to the edge of back to the end of the mat. We'll inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Feet stay here, we'll walk out, downward facing. Last downward facing dog, walk it out. Got 3 rounds of breath here. Getting ready for some seated stretches. We'll bend the knees, find table. And from table, just go ahead and lengthen the legs, finding staff pose. Taking the right leg out about 45 degrees, bending that left knee. We'll get nice and tall. We'll turn so we're facing the right foot. A bend in the knee is good. Leading first with the hip and then with the heart. So as we get about halfway forward, maybe scoot that right hip back a little. The hands, they can rest on the mat. If you have a strap, you can hold the strap around the bottom of the foot. If you've got the ability to grab the sides of the feet, whatever feels good. Notice the shape. We're twisting and folding forward. Very introverted. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing out. So we're getting ready to take the opposite shape. We're gonna open and unwind. It's gonna be our modified wild thing. So as we, again, hinging and lifting from the hips, we take the left hand behind the left hip, reach the heel down, the right arm up, take that modified wild thing. Good, nice back bend, big opener across the shoulder and the chest. One more breath. As we exhale, we sit it down. Shift the weight to the right, switch the legs. Bend in the knee is all right, we get nice and tall. We turn so we're facing that left leg. Again, we lead with the hip, and then maybe scoot that hip back. Good. Hands can rest on the sides of the leg, the feet, whatever feels good here. So we're rounded, we're twisted, we're breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. Our counter pose, modified wild thing. We're gonna lift it up. Right hand coming behind the right hip, pressing down, lifting up and back. Exhale, bringing it down. Getting ready to find the next sequence on our backs. So we'll move to the front of the mat in boat. Hands can come underneath the legs. We can lift one leg and then the other. Find a little balance here. And then lift up through the torso. So nice straight spine, shoulders back. And you can keep the hands here, maybe reach the arms forward. But think about the thighs pressing together, arms reaching forward. Good. If there's any space, maybe straighten the legs, reach the arms higher. 2 more breaths. The hands can come back underneath the thighs, get nice and tall. Good, feet can come to the mat. You can lower back, or if it feels nice, you can rock and roll back. We'll take about 3. Good, and we'll lower it back. Let's take the feet nice and wide. The knees are gonna just windshield wiper from one side to the other. We'll gather the knees into the chest. We can take the arms to a goalpost or out to the side straight. Taking a spinal twist, leading with the knees. Drop the knees over to the right. Maybe the right hand comes on top to secure that bind. Maybe you look over that left shoulder. Just relaxing. Enjoy the twist. 3 long, slow rounds of breath. Bringing everything back to neutral. So looking up at the sky, then the knees follow. Spinal balance. Knees are going to drop over to the left. Maybe that left hand helps secure that bind. You can take the right arm straight out to the right, look over that right shoulder, and then relax, let go of any gripping, let go of any tightness. Breathing here for 3. Everything comes back to the center. Bring the knees back in. Legs up the wall for the inversion, so we'll lift the legs up, wiggle the toes, little ankle circles might feel nice. So we can just keep the legs long. If it feels better to take happy baby, you can bend the knees, and you think about the feet pressing up towards the ceiling. You can hold on to just by the sides of the leg or by the sides of the feet. The feet pressing up while the knees reach down. If you're in happy baby, movement might feel nice from side to side. Or feel free to just stay in legs up the wall. So we're towards the end of the class. We're getting the feet above the head. This is our inversion. It's good to get upside down. And reverse that flow of gravity. Good, and then we'll take the feet back down to the mat. Good, one more time with those little windshield wipers. And then we'll get ready for Shavasana. So Shavasana means we've reached the end of practice. Corpse pose. So just lying the legs out about the same distance apart as the mat. Shoulders roll under, arms can be out to the side, palms can face up or down, whatever feels more natural. So try your best not to skip this part. Let's take it about 2 minutes or so. It's not controlling the breath, just observing, noticing your natural rhythm of your inhales and exhales. The back side of the body feels safe, connected, and rooted. As you inhale, that breath is light, softly moving up towards the sky. Pausing at the top of that breath, and then exhale, rooting back down, feeling connected, feeling strong and safe. Start to bring the awareness, to bring that attention back to your body, your breath. A cleansing breath together. We'll breathe in through the nose. Exhale, sighing it out. One more. Inhale through the nose. Big audible exhale. Wiggling fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Reach the arms overhead, take that big full body stretch. And then we'll go ahead and gently bring the knees in. Rolling to the right side, fetal pose. You protect the head with that right hand. As we pause here, we take 3 rounds of breath. So we honor that connection that is yoga. Taking one breath. Together we worked the body. We stretched the hips, the shoulders, the spine. Next, inhale and exhale. Finding peaceful thoughts. And then that last round of breath, breathing in. As we exhale, we think about that connection we found with the spirit. So yoga means union, to unite mind, body, and spirit. That left hand we press down, lifting up, finding that nice, comfortable seated. Legs can be out straight. You can take your legs crisscross, whatever feels better. Hands can come to the side. So our heads can feel heavy. That's why we're going to use the weight, the strength of our shoulders, our chest, and our back. As we inhale, we drop the chin towards the chest, the shoulders back, the heart forward. If there's any tension or stress hanging on to the shoulders, maybe just rock that shin along the collarbone. And as we inhale, we lift the chin through the center. And we're going to take the chin towards the sky, opening up the throat chakra. Again, shoulders back, heart forward. Taking it back to the center. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Allow the left side to just relax. Inhale to the center. Other side, left ear, left shoulder. Right side's relaxed. And then we'll inhale, bring it back to the middle. Taking the fingertips to the side. And we're finishing our practice, but we'll take yoga with us. As we inhale, bring the arms up. Taking this peaceful, strong energy, bringing it into the heart center, where we lift our hearts and we bow our heads. Thank you for tuning in to Seatown Yoga. From my heart to yours, namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yay, thank you.